Alright guys, so today's video was inspired by a topic I spoke on at a panel yesterday, and it came from the question of somebody asking how important education is when it comes to this industry, and you know, being able to be a YouTuber, to do interviews, whatever it is, they just wanted to know how important education was. To give you a little bit of my background, I graduated with a bachelor's degree in journalism from Columbia College in Chicago, and I have never used my degree to get any job or to get to where I am today, God willingly. So I have a different take when it comes to education, but that's not what I'm here to talk about, because again, I was inspired by something that was discussed when that question was asked. So I've never had to use my degree, you know, and it was so crazy that I remember the last class at Columbia, the final project was to create a demo reel to send out to news stations, but I already knew I didn't want to do that, and it was to the point that my professors didn't even make me do that because they knew it was kind of pointless for me to put together this project for nothing. But what I wanted to talk about was, yes, it was important to have my degree. I love that I have my degree. It's an accomplishment, but again, I never had to use it. And the way that I was able to maneuver in this industry was based off of my experience. And there's no class that's going to tell you or teach you how to maneuver in this industry. This industry is very, very different. So it's like you can take all the classes in the world, but I'm telling you, it's not going to teach you what you really need to know about this industry. So whether that's someone who wants to do what I do, to do interviews, whether you're an artist or a videographer, like I said, there's just no class, and it's all about the experience. Like I said, I am not saying education isn't important, because it is. You know, there's so many things you can learn in school that you're not going to learn in real life. But when it comes to, you know, building your own brand and doing your own thing, it's based off of experience. So what I wanted to touch on was to not compare your path to somebody else's, and not trying to do the same things that you see everybody else doing. You know, we live in this generation now where it's all about, you know, social media and seeing the highlights of what we see on someone's Instagram or what we come across on our feed, but the reality is what worked for me isn't going to work for you. What works for you isn't going to work for the next person. So somebody can give you all the advice in the world, but you can't just take that for what it is, and you need to go get that experience on your own. I love giving advice and telling people what I did to, you know, encourage them, but at the same time, like, whatever I did, I didn't follow somebody else's path, because the reality is God has a path for everybody in this world, and it's not identical at all. Like, He had a plan for you before you were even born. So like I said, whatever worked for me, or whoever you're trying to be like, whoever you look up to, it's not going to work for you. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, it's just the reality of it, but that should make you excited. It should make you excited because it's, one, you have your own path, you just have to align yourself, you know, to be able to do that. You have to be willing to fail and be able to learn from those failures, and it should also just excite you because it can't be taken away from you. Like, whatever is your path, and there is no wrong way or right way to go about it. Whatever it is you want to do, like, you should just go out and try to get that experience for yourself. Learn how to do, you know, learn how to do the little things. For example, I mean, I do interviews, but I also know how to shoot my own videos. I know how to edit my videos. I know how to book my own interviews. I learned all those aspects because I don't like relying on other people, even though, don't get me wrong, I know that we can't do things on our own, but I just wanted it to be, you know, when that time came, if it ever came, if something couldn't get done, I'd be able to step in and do it on my own if need be. But yeah, like I said, the whole point of this video is to just encourage you guys to get those experiences on your own. Don't think that you have to do things a certain way in order to accomplish something, because there is no wrong or right way to do what you are meant to do, if that makes sense. So I just want to talk about that today, and yeah, it was an interesting panel. There was definitely a lot more things that were discussed when it came to that, but really just reflecting on how I didn't use my degree to get to where I am today, and just learning from like the experiences of like, you know, making my own website, trying to do YouTube videos and finding out the different things that I did wrong or what I did right, trying to figure out the best way to network. There was just so many different little things that have turned into what it is today. And I genuinely love learning and experiencing new things, because whether it works or not, at least I know for myself. So I want to just encourage you guys to get your own experiences. Stop comparing your path to someone else's and think that you need to be at a certain point in your life right now just because someone else is. Or I don't want you guys to think you have to do things a certain way just because it worked for somebody else. And I just want you guys to just be encouraged to just do things on your own and just learn from it. Don't fear failure. Don't worry about how things are going to turn out, because at the end of the day, like I said, God has his own path for each and every one of us. So you can't fail, and whatever it is you want to accomplish, you can accomplish. So if you like the video, make sure you click the thumbs up button, the like button. Comment below and let me know what you were encouraged by. If you have any type of video that you would like me to touch on, let me know. And of course, make sure you subscribe, because I have new videos every week, Monday and Thursday. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I'll see you in a couple days.